everybody, it's Andrew. It's been really so long since I've seen everybody, and there's a reason why. So, when I first started this YouTube channel, my end goal was to really help people get into identity access management, and that's still my goal today. What I didn't realize was there's just so much effort and time, which is fine. I love the editing part of the work. I love thinking about scripts, topics, all that is really enjoyable to me. What I didn't realize was the amount of time it took away from things that are more important for me, like my family. And I started the channel, I think, back in December of last year. I started a new job in January of this year. A really big role for me. And I realized that I started to take on more things that really took up a lot of my time. I mentored people, which was great. I love mentoring people. It's so much fun for me. I mentor people outside of work, and there's also some programs inside of my job that I also mentor too. Then I go on some podcasts, and that takes some time. And my kids, I'm a family man. I have two wonderful kids and a beautiful wife, and they have sports and stuff like that. And things started to pile up, and I couldn't handle it. I realized that I had to take a step back from everything and really reevaluate everything going on. This channel is not going anywhere. I love making videos. I'm going to continue to do that. But I take a step back to really understand what was it that was really my top priority, which is always going to be my family. That's always been my number one priority, and to really help them. And my job is wonderful. I love my job. I really, really do. And but a lot of times it's very stressful at times because there's a lot of things going on. Being an IM manager is not easy. There's so much decisions I have to think about, things that affect a company overall that takes up a lot of brain power. And then the fact that I put so much pressure on myself to be the best I can, just to really confirm, did they hire the right person? And really that boils down to imposter syndrome, which is really what I want to talk about in this video real quick for everybody, is that fact that I definitely suffered from it, but not in a normal way, of normal imposter syndrome. Some people's imposter syndrome is they think that they faked it till they made it, to make it, that they're afraid that they're gonna get caught, and then they're gonna be outed, and then they're gonna be look like a bunch of idiots. My imposter syndrome, which I really didn't realize until recently when I finished a book about it, was I was a Superman, Superwoman type of individual. And really what that means for those who don't know is you kind of take on so much things to validate you know what you know. And that's really what that really is. So going back to everything I talked about earlier, I started a new role. I did all these certifications. Like I got my Okta certification. I recently just passed on Microsoft certification. I took all these courses, and it's really was to validate myself because I didn't think I knew enough, or I have to know so much for my job to again validate to my employer, hey, you made the right hire. And what I realized was these yeses, or these times I took to do all this, took away from my family. So the old saying goes, or what people say often is, when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. A lot of times, whereas I would go and take my time to mentor people, off hours for outside my endeavors, and then I also would go study for these exams. I would say no to my family. I'd be up here sitting at this desk right here, working from, let's say, 6 in the morning until like 6 at night, and it wasn't healthy at all. And then again, my family would suffer, and my goal always was to really provide for my family. It's always been what I want to do. I want to have my wife wake up and be like, I don't care what I want to do today, and that's fine. And that's really been my end goal, but not to sacrifice my family for it. And that's why you haven't seen any videos from me in a while, because I had to take a step back. I had to reevaluate everything and really take my time to say, okay, what is it that I really want to do, and can I really structure it much more better? And from a work perspective, it's really like, hey, you definitely earned what you did in terms of like the position, the job, and just know that you done a great job, and just don't worry about it. It's okay not to know everything. I think that's the end goal, is being the fact that I took on all this stuff to really validate myself, was really because of that. Like I just felt like I had to know everything. And I am a manager, and my job is really make sure I knew everything, but that's not true. I have help for that. I have reports who help me. I have experts on other teams that I can talk to and really say, hey, what's the next decision collectively? And that's really what I realized too. And that's something that I'm going to continue to work on because it's something that's not going to go away anytime soon. But I took a decision to take a step back from making more videos because I need to really value myself and spend time with my family. Um, so if you watch this video, what I really want you to do is if you think you suffer from imposter syndrome, it's all good. In terms of like acknowledging it is the first step. And then just really understanding what type of imposter syndrome that you have. There's so many great resources out there that can help you with that. So really just take your time to really think about that. And in cybersecurity, it's probably very prevalent in terms of like, man, you know, can I justify my salary? You know, do I really know what I'm doing? And that happens all the time. And you know, for me in my background, you know, being a Asian son in an Asian household, you know, it was a lot of pressure for me. And you know, I grew up with a lot of pressure, a lot of responses from people who say, you know, I wasn't smart enough, or I didn't know about it, or told I wasn't just good enough. And it's something that I just kept on my shoulder forever, but I just need to let that go. And that's something where, again, that's kind of what I attribute to my imposter syndrome of being a Superman was to take on all this stuff and just piled on me. So that being said, I'm not going anywhere. This channel is going nowhere. I'm definitely come back to make more videos real soon. I don't give a crap about monetary stuff. I care less about making money on YouTube and all that stuff. That's never been my intention from day one of this channel. All my YouTube channel was supposed to do was really get people to come to identity, right? And say, hey, it's a cool field. Just come into it. Let me help you because there are some things out there, resources, but not many. And if I can come and help people get into identity, great, because it's such a huge field that people just gloss over. And that's what I want to do is bring my enthusiasm, bring my passion, bring my coaching experience to really help people say, hey, you know what? It's really cool. I should learn more about, you know, identity, authentication, authorization, all that good stuff. So that's going nowhere. But I am excited though. Just gonna tease real quick. I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna give it up. But there is something that I am working on in the pipeline as a huge project for me. Really a goal of mine that I never thought I had opportunity to do that's come down in the future. I'm so excited to do. So keep a lookout. You know, sometime early next year, maybe later on this year. That you know, if this all comes together and it works out, I'm excited for this. For myself as a personal goal, but also the end goal of always helping people. So keep on the lookout for that. And again, the video is really talking about just really talking from my heart to the great people here that not going anywhere. Videos are coming real soon, but also just to say, you know what, mental health is paramount for everything. So that being said, keep up the good work, everybody. You know, really stay safe. And as always, stay curious because you never know. See ya.